Why?
What the holy hell are you screaming about?
Pico, it's 9/11.
About.
That's right, Chris. Let it all out.
Oh, god damn! And here, ladies and gentlemen, is our deep web video for this lovely week. About 1 minute and 13 seconds. 13 seconds over the average, which is always like a fucking minute, honestly. It's what, you know, we've only had a few videos that have ever been over that, like average by a large margin. Can we have a little bit more of those, by the way, before we begin this? But this is 1 minute and 13 seconds long. Lovely black frame showing up right over here. There's some stuff in the middle that you could probably see. Some compression shit, but you know what? I'm holding it off. 1 minute, 13 seconds. Let's hit play. Well, clearly we start off with some... What? A hammer? Oh my god. Please don't have somebody's okay. Masks. Sometimes I don't know if I will come across snuff on this shit. Okay, this is getting legit fucking weird now. We've got clowns. Okay, this is getting pretty fucking weird. We've got masks. These are all like clown Joker masks. What the fuck? Oh, okay. There's more masks. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's some weird-ass repetitive sound going on in the headset. What am I looking at, dude? There's clowns and shit. It seems like it's probably when that whole clown scare was going on. Dude, who the fuck is shooting this? Where are we at? We're almost at the end. Okay. Still looking around. Oh my god, don't be a fucking screamer, dude. And that was it. Well, I'm glad it wasn't a screamer. But what the fuck did I just witness? Let's analyze, alright? Let's fucking analyze. It's 1 minute, 13 seconds. Very weird video. Obviously completely quiet. There was no weird, like, tune going on, like... There was no weird-ass music, you know what I mean? Something that's repetitive and eye-busting. But it starts off, obviously, with this nice little pan, like, tilt shot of this fucking hammer, you know what I mean? I'm sorry for that. It's just like, whenever I look at, like, shit like this, it fucks with my head because it's like, I can almost smell where it's at. It's got, like, this little pungent, weird-ass smell in my fucking nose that weirds me the fuck out. But I know, there's always that joke of me dry heaving every time I do one of these things, and it sucks because I don't want to. I try to fight it, but fuck me. But they've got, like, this hammer, and the reason hammers scare me the most, like, whenever they show stuff like this, is, like, I never fucking know what I'm going to witness from this kind of stuff, right? Like, if you look at a hammer and shit, it's like, I don't want to, like, pan it up to see some dude's skull bashed, and that's, like, sometimes you'll see that shit, even, like, most likely on the clear web, too. It just fucks my head so much. But then you go further in, and it's, like, the Scream mask, obviously, over there, you know? And then, like, you know, you pan over, you got this creepy fucking clown doll, which is, like, I hate fucking dolls to begin with. Like, I don't hate clowns. I'm not scared of clowns. I just hate fucking weird-ass dolls, dude. Especially these, like, porcelain ones, which are, like, they're just sickeningly gross to look at. And, like, by the way, I have to say, like, how it's shot, like, the audio is one thing, but, like, where it's shot, like, here's the thing. If this video is fake, which obviously it most likely is, like, a fake in the sense that, like, oh, are we witnessing some killer showing this stuff? Obviously it's not a killer, but it's, like, even somebody who films it, it's so... Like, you have to picture yourself, even if it's, like, faked, right? Like, you're like, dude, you're filming in a dark room with all these masks and shit. Like, I would If I was filming this, I'd be a little fucking scared, even though I knew what was going on. Then you have, like, probably the most iconic mask of this entire thing, this shit. Which, like, I'm telling you, dude, if I saw somebody wearing this, I'd be fucking deathly scared. But then you, like, pan over, and it goes, like, silent, and, like, this is the one thing that freaks me out. You have, like, that same kind of mask, but it's almost like an evil version of it. Which is, again, it's weird. Again, the audio is the weirdest part about this, too. And then you zoom up to this clown, and that clown looks fucking demented, bro. And you're obviously in, like, this basement area at night, in, like, this old dingy-ass couch where this stuff is, like, placed. And then it just sort of ends. It fades to black. So a lot of it is just in black. Like, they're in a very dark room, obviously, with, like, piss-poor lighting, or no lighting at all. And what the whole video is just showing over masks and clowns. So maybe this video probably, like, popped up around when that whole clown scare was going on. For those of you who don't know, like, this is the clown epidemic, right? Where they were showing up in, like, every city, every town, people dressed up as clowns or something. That's what I'm getting out of this, really. Like, that's all I'm seeing. But from what I can see, it's just, like, repetitive sound. Some dingy-ass fucking basement that's... I swear, like, I'm looking, like, again, I smell these fucking things, and it sucks. It's like... It's such like this pungent fucking basement with masks. Again, the whole logic behind it freaks me the fuck out because I don't know what the answer is. You know, it's not an ARG video. If it was, you know, we could sort of try piecing things together. We'd have way more questions, way more answers to those questions. This is not like some edgy art project. It's literally a dude just waving the camera around. Not even making any sounds, by the way. Like the last video we saw, the dude was like running the hell out of there, making a little bit of noise, showing at least some of the body. Here, it's literally just panning around this dark room with weird-ass dolls, weird-ass masks. There is nothing more to analyze than what we are witnessing over here. If anybody has a definitive answer to what this could be, let us know in the comment section below. Because honestly, all I have is questions, and I have absolutely no answers to any of this. Other than either we're getting trolled, which is most likely the case, but even then, it's still a weird fucking video. Like, it's still a weird video to just sit and, like, watch. And I'm actually glad it's the morning, because if it was night, like, this kind of stuff gives me some anxiety and shit. And it ain't good, but that's what we witnessed today, ladies and gentlemen. I think I can sort of back out of it. I think I've said all of my piece. But as always, I do like to hear what everyone else's takes and thoughts are on this kind of stuff. If you have any answers, let us know. I'm going to go back out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got our deep web video of the week, and as you can tell by the frame on the screen, it is definitely getting cold outside. I don't know what is getting cold outside, but we have chains, we have a lovely edgy red background, and I think, in a long time, we are getting in for a deep web art project, ladies and gentlemen, so I really don't know what to say other than I'm actually excited. The video is about 30 seconds in length. It's not long at all, well below our average, halfway there, but I think just because of the first frame alone and the fact that it is an edgy art project, I am fucking excited. Now let's go into this, okay? Let's hit play and just breathe it all in. So we've got the chain falling. We got that going for it. Definitely feels like, okay, too bad you can't come inside. Alright. That can be taken in a lot of ways. We are watching you. What the fuck is this, dude? You can't leave. I'm sorry. This is too much. Wait, okay, they're getting a bunch of numbers there. Alright, breathe that all in. Numbers scrolling around. I gotta say one thing, it's definitely had a very good modicum of editing into it, okay? And it ends with, "You are awake." Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's much more for me to really look at outside because it's 30 seconds in length, but I'm going to give you guys a little quick analysis through this lovely edgy art project. Now, first things first, the text that is being shown over here is definitely text that I use when I'm doing like a creepypasta video, like at the beginning of the video when you're introducing it, you have like the tape playing and then you have the VHS text lettering going on over there. So it's definitely the same fucking font, VCR OSD. I know that very well. You go over here. Now, first of all, it starts with these chains. Now, I don't know if they mean like somebody was fucking chained up in here. It's getting cold outside. Did you chain the individual outside? I have no fucking clue. And then it goes forward into this scene. And I think this is just like the pavement, like walkway. to someone's place. You can't really tell what's going on because of the way that it's like captured, just because of all the unnecessary filters applied to it. You know, it almost reminds me of like Manhunt 2 when you're playing the censored version of that game. Every time you like when you do an execution, right, in Manhunt, like you sneak behind somebody, kill them, and every time in Manhunt 2, at least on a censored copy, like on the PS2, for example, you'd bash someone and the whole screen would like change into a filter where you really couldn't make a lot of it out. Like it was basically censored. You played it on the Wii and it blurred out everything completely. It was just really blurry, like you couldn't see shit. But moving on forward, after that, you get this lovely face, all right, which I think is somebody in the mask. It almost feels like, because last week we saw a video about like masked individuals, this almost feels a little bit like that, but they're apparently watching me, all right? They're watching whoever is watching this video, they're watching me, all right? And after that, they say you can't leave, and the face, like the colors over here invert, but it still has that red, weird overlay on top of it. Again, what is the symbolism and messages? I don't know, I ain't no fucking deep web artist, I wouldn't know about this, but I can definitely tell you it makes no fucking sense to me, but apparently I cannot leave, and they're watching me. It sounds pretty spooky. At this point when I paused, there's an individual wearing a top hat, alright, that's what I'm seeing on my screen, I don't know about you. And as you, it's also, oh my god, it even has like a VCR tracking filter on top if you notice it real carefully. And then over here, it stops. And then they have numbers tossed at you. First of all, it's just 50s, it's in decimal, and then it changes a little bit to hexadecimal, and then it's a mix of both like normal, like 5s and 4s, and then it's a little bit of hexadecimal tossed in too, which is a little weird, like 4B, right? Hexadecimal numbering. And after that, it ends with, hold on, if I can get to the last frame again, yes, you are awake. Alright, so basically, what it's got over here, oh my god, can I just fucking, thank you. Can I go to the end? One more frame. I think if I... What the fuck? Here we go. Full screen. Now, over here, as you can see, it says ANZSTKAK. So, Kanzestikak. I don't really know what the whole symbol is. Maybe it's meant to be written like... Maybe it's meant to be like read this way. I don't really know. It's probably some form of cipher. Now, it says, are you awake? Or it asks you, are you awake? And then it has awake, 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 multiple places. Actually, it's weird. It's like, are you awake? Or are you awake? Are you awake? You are awake? Something like that. So clearly it's saying, what's your status? Are you in the middle of sleeping or are you awake? I don't really know what the answer to a lot of these edgy projects are. I think the answer lies in figuring out what the hell the decimals and the like 44s and the 50s mean in this whole entire scenario. But that's the whole thing about this. It's like, when you see most of these edgy projects, it's like they're trying to play some sort of an ARG or pass on a spooky message. And it almost comes across way too contrived. Like for this one, for example, it's like, yeah, you have a spooky face to look at, but it's like, what is the fucking story? They're like, what am I supposed to be getting? Most people looking at this are just going to give up. I've already analyzed it far beyond any normal person would ever even think to do. So I guess in the end, I can ask you, what do you think this is? Is this a secret group like that gas mask group that we found one time that was apparently allegedly planning some type of assassination that never happened into fruition, thankfully? Do you think this is something of the sort? Is this something we're discovering? Or is it just somebody deciding to fuck with us? Rate this edgy art project. Let me know what you think. But I think I'm going to back out. I've analyzed this far more than I've have to, so let's just get out of this and go see something else. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our deep web video for the week. This seems to be a 2-minute and 37 long production. Of course, as you can see, it starts off in a very low resolution front, but I'm not going to keep this going on too long. Let me get the mic out of the way. Because frankly, with a video this long, it's always great to get right into it and analyze the ever-loving fuck out of it as soon as you finish this whole thing off. So, I'm going to hit play and see where we go to. Okay, we got some dolls and shit. That's interesting. What the fuck, dude? Why do we got dolls? Dude, whatever this is some fucking creepy shit, dude. Like, I hate dolls to begin with. Why do we got a duck? Okay, we get it. I mean, nice. Ah, God, the effects, dude. They're just, like, overcrowded. What is this? It's almost like this is recorded off of a TV, you know, it's got like that weird tinge to it. With like the colors and everything. Alright, there's just dolls like attached to this, like what is this? It's like some Latin or Spanish that's going on back over there. It's like, again, it almost feels like this was recorded off of a television, like that's super zoomed in. I don't even know what they're saying, like, I mean, I can't understand it, but there's just dolls? What the fuck? What is this? What does he make? What does this person making the dolls do? Now you got like the, oh god, that must have, ugh. That's so hard to watch. Just because it's like, really, it's assaulting the eyes. It's giving me a headache, dude. Oh my god. Look, that's a skeleton right there. What the fuck? Now he's like hanging the dolls? What is the yelling going on? There's like handprints? Oh my god, relax. What the fuck? What the hell is going on? Look, man, whether that was some, like, I don't know, that's obviously, like, what a fucking edgy art project on the deep web is like anyways. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about that. Like, honestly, if you go from the beginning, okay, let's analyze this. So, like, first off, first impressions is definitely a creepy video. It's definitely a creepy video in the sense that, like, this is not something that you usually would even fucking see. Usually, we see something that's, like, really, like, edgy or, like, it goes far out there. Here, it's dolls. And again, I have a creepy, like, relation to dolls anyways. Like, I don't fucking like looking at dolls. They're probably the most creepiest things you can see. But to, like, have them hanging on, like, wire with, like, creepier close-ups of dolls and that, like, screaming in the back, which I don't know if that was from, like, a movie, like, some B-movie type shit, or, like, maybe that was from another tape where, like, some dude was getting some horrible shit done to him and they're, like, screaming. And I believe they're screaming in Spanish, and I don't know what the screams are all about, but whatever the screaming was, let me tell you, that last chunk of video was actually getting unbearable, alright? First it was flashing, like, lights that were hurting my head, but then it was, like, listening to that screaming, like, whatever, if it was acting, that's good acting. If it was real, which I hope to fucking God it's not, that is unsettling to listen to, let me tell you. That is very, like, when somebody's screaming dead in your ear about shit that's going on in you, even if you can't understand it, it's a creepy sight to behold. Or, sorry, audio. But if you start from the beginning, obviously, let me just zoom around. We have, like, multiple, like, looks at these dolls who are just there without any clothing, by the way. And I don't know why, like, I've always hated, like, dolls. I could never understand them. You have, like, dolls on top of each other. Then you have, like, this weird doll that, like, looks at you. That's fucking creepy. Easily, that's creepy. And then out of nowhere, you get, like, the whole duck, which I think we skipped, by the way. Regardless, we all saw the duck, right? That's not a weird thing. Here you go, the fucking duck, the Dolan. And then over here, you have, like, what appears to be the guitar, and then, like, this thing, which is, like, tied up. Whatever in God's name that thing is tied up to something. It's almost like you're looking at a side of, like, some serial killer's mind, you know what I mean? Like, what they're probably going through, what torments them and shit. And then you got the whole guitar, which is, like, the central theme of the whole thing for a moment. And then the more and more you progress, like, after this, you get this barrage of Adobe filters just tossed at you, which, God. And then you have the skeleton, which I really hope it's not some real skeleton, dude. I mean, I haven't seen a real skeleton in my life. I really hope I don't, you know? But then over here, you have something weird. You have, like, that fucking handprint all over the wall. As you progress through, you have, like, these things attached over here. And this is where I think it gets fucking creepy, because this is when you're hearing the yelling that's going on. The unsettling yelling. And then you have these dolls who are tied up by, like, twine or, like, you know, metal wire. Like, fuck, I can't look at that, dude. It's fucked up. And then you end off with the eye shot, of course. But if I can get like a shot of the dolls that are like right here, the dolls that are just hanging off with the one doll sitting with the guitar, the whole thing is freaky. Look, even if this is fake, you know, which you have to think about the logics of it. Somebody actually sat filming this dingy looking environment. Like they had to set this thing up. You know, either this is a natural dinginess or this is so over exaggerated to the point you actually had to put finesse and care into building the set, then filming this stuff. And then on top of that, you had to, like, as you were editing it, add all these effects, zooms and all this crap, rotations and everything. And then you had to find that streaming audio, which I hope it's fake, and then add that on. And that's the amount of effort you had to do. At one point, you sort of sit there and it's like, maybe this is too edgy. And if this is some real plea for attention or like real thing to scare people, then I guess it kind of works because it really touches upon that imagery. It's almost like the blank soup rune.avi. Like, it's got that aura of mystery where you're just sitting there questioning not only everything, but wondering why is it even there? Because the fact that it's there, it's like, is there a message behind it? Is it just there to scare you? I don't fucking know. There's a whole lot of unanswered questions. And I think that's what's scaring me the most about it. Usually I can watch these videos and I'm like, you know, it's a funny, edgy art project. Here it's just, maybe it touches my fucking nerve. Maybe it tickles my spooky pickle. But this, I don't know, man. It's some weird shit. Like I'm gonna back out of it now. I think I bargained for more than I could ask on this one. Let's just get the fuck out, dude. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our deep web video of the week. It is about 43 seconds long, and it starts off with a lovely exterior shot of this very nice, rustic-looking home. And I gotta say, for a deep web fucking video, very, very decently high quality. But I think it's because it's 43 seconds long. Well, actually, it's considerably under the average. I usually keep it at about like a minute. Sometimes you get like videos that are like 4 to 5 fucking minutes. But let's hit play and just see where we're really at with this video. Okay, so let's start and see what it's all about. I feel like this is going to be some sort of ARC shit just by what I'm looking at. It's not really an edgy art project so far. Okay. Interesting. We're looking into this lad's house, it seems. What? Oh, it seems like somebody's standing there. It's so weird. Altitude Coffee Shop. Wait, is that Altitude Coffee Shop? Yeah, Altitude Coffee Shop. Wow. Alright. What are we doing? We're looking inside the coffee shop that's clearly closed. That is very fucking freaky, I might add. I was like, what? It almost looks like something out of the movie Zodiac. Alright. I will say, the cinematography is very well done. Wait, what? Yeah, it's the dude's inside the coffee shop now? Alright, you know what? What? Wait. Let's go through that again. That clearly wasn't an edgy art project. Dude looks at a coffee shop, it seems. That's the coffee shop. Alright. Walks up to it. Okay, and by the way, I must say, for a video, this is very well cut together. Very good looking video, I have to say. Usually, I can tell the way things are shot. This is actually shot considerably well. Like, it takes, you know, a fairly decent amount of handheld camera work skills to kind of get this far. But we're looking inside a coffee shop. Now, honestly, like, okay, let's go. We're looking into a coffee shop. Cool. All right, going through. Coffee shop has a nice little set of interior decorations. And then the dude tries opening it, and it's locked, right? And then out of nowhere, it just cuts to the dude inside the coffee shop on the second floor. So here's the thing. Did we just witness a fucking actual break-in to a fucking business? Now here's the thing. If this is real, if this is fake, we can find this out this way, okay? If it's real, right, you know, that means we are witnessing a fucking breaking and entering, you know what I mean? Like, some dude actually broke into a fucking closed coffee shop somewhere, which I assume is probably in the United States. Hell, it could probably be, like, Europe or some shit. I don't know. And if it's fake, then this dude owns a coffee shop and apparently wanted to shoot a video where they were just, like, walking up, cutting, you know, having all the edgy editing, cuts in between. Very well shot, too. And then going into their own coffee shop and making it look like a fucking breaking and entering. Point is, maybe it's the way I'm thinking, but this looks like a classic breaking and entering scheme to me, dude. And it's actually kind of weird. You know what this reminds me of, too? is kind of like, it reminds me a lot of those the deep web kind of like vlogs, I would like to say, you know what I mean? Like what I would like to dub, you know? There was one where like you had the dude running around inside a home, you know what I mean? A video back then where they're running into this apartment looking up at like the staircases. And then there was the other video where the dude was in the trailer park, right? He was like walking around where they were like, he was like shooting the children, and then they were looking at like, he was pointing to like parts on the trailer park map. Here you have a similar person, I think, just going around breaking into fucking businesses that are closed. I mean, actually, it's downright creepy because it just ends right here. And that's sort of the problem with like deep web videos. I don't fucking know if this video is in its entirety or if it was like a chopped up video, chopped up and screwed and like sent around. Maybe the cuts are actually whole stretches of video that I'm not fucking seeing, right? So I don't really know the whole story behind it. But the thing is, bottom line, is whether this is a real or a fake event, it's still fucking weird. Because the thing is, it's like, at the core of it, this is late in the night, out of nowhere, the doors are locked, alright? And then the next cut is they're inside the coffee shop. And the only reason I'm saying that they're inside the coffee shop is just because, like, I've been to a lot of places like this, you know what I mean? Where, like, you go inside and, like, just the, like, if you look outside, right? Like, if you look into it, it looks straight up like a fucking standardized, like, home and everything, too. So it's like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait, can we see? No, we're not seeing any reflections. The point is, like, I've seen a lot of places like this, you know what I mean? Like, they do tend to have this homey type vibe, you know? There's a lot of places you can go into, like, the is that Jesus over there? Are we gonna have another fucking, like, dude, today is literally feeling like it is the most religious fucking episode by all far. Crazy shit. But, like, if you go to a lot of places away from the city, especially in the States, you can find a lot of, home type areas, I guess you could say. Smaller community stuff. It's very nice, humble places to go into, and they typically do have this like second area as well. It's a very homey vibe. You can even see, like, even though it's dark, there's like still furniture for you to sit and sip coffee up at the top. It's probably where they like play some music too. Like it's a very interesting looking place. But the point is, what you're witnessing is a fucking breaking and entering. It seems, dude. What happened? Did this dude just sleep in here the rest of the night and wake up trying to spook the owner? I don't know. Maybe something must have happened to the owner that morning. I have no fucking clue. But apparently, the only thing that I have to go off on is this is the Altitude Coffee Shop. So, apparently, at some place in the Altitude Coffee Shop, it seems like somebody either broke and entered or made it look like a breaking and entering. Point is, it's a weird fucking video. But the thing is like, with things like this, like these deep web vlogs or ARGs or whatever you want to call them, there's always some form of an answer to it, or like something beyond that we're just not really tapping into. But you know what? That's the whole beauty of these videos, is trying to uncover just what actually the shit's really going to be. So I'm going to back out of this whole analysis. I think I've seen everything. I think I've said my entire piece. It's a 43 second video. Let's back out and let's see something else. So we have, ladies and gentlemen, 37 seconds of our dank web video for the week, and it starts off in a very low resolution view of what appears to be someone's hand, and hopefully that's not somebody's body. But ladies and gentlemen, 37 seconds over here. I don't know. It's actually well below our average deep web times, but I'm not going to stick around keeping the intro longer than I have to be. I think we're going to hit play and see exactly what we have uncovered on the danker side of the web. Let's hit play. That's not fucking creepy. Just like some heavy ass breathing. What the? Oh. That's some mannequin. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Things escalated and fucking, oh my god. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stab the mannequin? Oh, you're gonna end the video before you stab the mannequin. Wow. 37 seconds, very self-explanatory. Ladies and gentlemen. What was that? What the fuck? Alright, look, I know, like, we sometimes come across ARGs and shit like that, but that was pretty fucking cringy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, clearly it was like I said, you know, even if these are real, it's fucking weird. If this is fake, it's fucking weird. Because the thing is, it's like you have to actually film the scenario. But what we are witnessing over here is somebody basically groping the shit out of this mannequin, and eventually this person stabs the hell out of it. Now, I don't know if this is some preparatory work. One thing that I will say, you got some clowns and shit up there. So everything over here definitely screams like serial killer-esque. You know, even like, you know, everything here screams issues, you know? But the thing is, it's like, is this fake? Most likely. It's obviously fake. Even the knife, like the knife looks kind of fake too. I don't know why. It looks like it's some plastic dollar store shit to an extent. Don't look sharp at all. But basically we have an individual who feels this thing up, this mannequin, and then proceeds to poke at it with a knife. I don't know the logic behind it, and frankly, in some respects, I don't know if I want to. Because it's... You know, it's not like we're coming across aliens or ghosts or some weird ARG where we have like a deep web vlog or something. Here it's just, I swear this video was made for the sake of being all weird and shit. Usually it's like the thing that gets to me with these videos, especially late night, is not like really disturbing fucked up imagery. Here it's just somebody who got their hands on like a mannequin from like a clothing store and it's like, I'm gonna be fucking edgy. I'm gonna wear gloves. I'm gonna feel this mannequin up. I'm gonna sexually harass it on camera. And then I'm gonna stab it. But not really. I'm gonna cut the whole thing out. So it's like, what? And by the way, it's shot like really low resolution too anyways. It's like something filmed on like a potato. But then like, the only thing that really is to analyze over here is like, this dude wears gloves, feels it around. It's kind of fucking weird to begin with. It's like you're feeling the titties of a fucking mannequin. Can't believe I'm saying that. Feeling all the way down the mannequin. It seems kind of like... It seems like this is being done on a quiet basis. Nobody walks in on this individual seeing like, what the fuck you doing there? He's about to like finger the whole thing. And then he grabs the knife. And then he's about to stab. But the knife, it almost looks fucking... Actually, no, the knife doesn't look fake to me. It kind of does. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't know if that's like a style of it, but it just seems so plasticky, like dollar store crappy kind of stuff. But you know, you got the video over here. This person's about to stab this mannequin, but unfortunately we don't get to see any mannequin homicide because the video just cuts itself out. I don't know what to say to that. Frankly, I don't really know what I just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, except I just witnessed a mannequin about to get killed. Is it spooky? Yeah, I think it is. But I think that's all the analysis I can really give it. It's kind of cringy, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. But that was our Deep Web video of the week. I swear I must have expected a whole lot more of this when I first saw the initial frame, you know? But then as soon as I moved into it, I think around the halfway mark, I completely died inside. But let's get out of here and delve into something else. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our Deep Web video of the week, about 1 minute and 1 second long, after 1 second over the minute average that I like to keep, because usually that's what a lot of these Deep Web videos are. They're usually about a minute long, just because you're downloading these off of a fucking slow-ass, unionized network anyways. There ain't no way you download an HD video that's over fucking 4 or 5 minutes and shit. But I think I'm gonna leave that where it's at. Of course, the first frame of this, usually I add like 2 seconds of black into it, but sometimes I totally don't. And over here, if you can see, they've got like a bunch of this. They got this white flash or whatever. I'm gonna hit play, and we're gonna see what we're into. And then, as always, we're gonna assess the video afterwards and offer a analytical take on it. Rather than just not watch the whole video in its entirety. Let's hit play and see. I swear I've heard this kind of stuff. What the fuck? Are we cooking ground beef here? Yeah, we're cooking ground beef. It's like, you are not. This says, I think it says serpentine. Looks like an owl, dude. What the fuck? It looks like porridge. Ah, stop. My eyes. What the hell is this? It's like turkey stuffing or some shit. What the fuck? It's like vomit. Ugh. I don't like it. Summary of forecasts issued on Friday evening, 8th January 1993 by oh man, it has really horrible audio going here. By Environment Canada for the Western Territories and Northwestern BC for tonight and Saturday. Abbreviated weather forecast, Pelly Bay, very high wind chills tonight. Oh, what is this? Telluride, Haven, cloudy with occasional light snow. Cambridge Bay? Huh, what is this fucking shit? We just cut from that to this? And like some weird guitar shit in the back? Alright, I swear, I'm trying to like remember, but I'm trying to remember where I swear I've heard that same fucking voice somewhere before. I think I've heard it off those videos where they like show the underground like basement or something like that. I think that's what it's from. The quality for it is strikingly similar to that. Now, all right, so this is one of the weird kind of argish videos that I find too, because I really don't know how to decipher, like explain these kind of videos, just because they're very off-putting and they're very weird. And again, it sort of like, it almost gives me this kind of like sickly manner, because I swear when I look into like dingy shit like this, it's almost like you can like taste it in your mouth. You got like that taste of dingy shit in your fucking mouth, and it's just not pleasant at all. Almost makes you want to like, it makes you want to fucking dry heave, which I swear I will fight off trying to do. But if you look into it from the front, it's like you go from this like white flash. And by the way, I will say like some of this stuff added into it is just an After Effect filter. Like it's very crazily similar to how default of an After Effect filter it's showing. Now, if I go into this right here, we can see that it's like bubbling and shit like that. So it's like, I feel like there's like a pot of like stewing ground beef or some shit, or like ground rounds, and they're like looking in and like recording what is meat being cooked. Now, I mean, I could go the darker tone and say, is that human meat being cooked? But I'm pretty sure it's just like your standard beef and shit. So you can even like see over here, it's in like a fucking pan and shit, like from the outer rims and stuff. So this is obviously like food. This is the weird thing. It's like, is that like vomit and shit? So weird. It's like, I look at that as vomit, and like vomit gets to me. Like I hate looking at like vomit and shit. Like if you look at somebody like throw up and stuff, it's like, ugh. And then like it's not the fact of seeing the person throw up or like seeing throw up happening. It's like what happens to like vomit afterwards when it like congeals and shit. I don't want to get into it. It's fucking gross. But like, I don't know what it is. It seems like it's some weird like bread or like throw up. And then you got like what is like pieces of some bone and shit tossed in, and just getting oh, that is gross. Oh, that is fucking nasty. Jesus Christ, fucking vomit and shit, dude. But I mean, it ain't that bad. It's not like you saw a fucking dead body and shit. But what's weird though is around like a 38-second mark, it like cuts to this. And what it is like summary of forecast issued, and you can tell by the date, it's, 8th of January 1993, by Environment Canada for Canada West, which, it's like anything past Manitoba, I'd say? Not Manitoba. I'm trying to remember, Winnipeg? No, not Manitoba. Winnipeg, yeah, fuck. What am I going off on? But anything like on the western side, like the prairie provinces, like this is basically like, it's telling you weather forecast and shit out there, which is really weird. It's like Western Territories and Northwestern British Columbia for tonight and Saturday. Interesting. I don't know why you cut to this, and then you have like the music playing in the back, and like it's just going on through it. Now, if you go into the front, it's like there's a message being delivered in voice. Like the last part's not that important. It's just for some reason they put like weather updates and shit. But listening to this. It's like, why are you unhappy? You hear that? It's like, why are you unhappy? It's distorted to fuck. But it's like, why are you unhappy? Well, I don't know why I'm unhappy. I'm a pretty happy dude right now. I'm very confused, let me tell you that. But there really isn't much to say about this whole video, too, other than it's giving you the message of why are you unhappy. It's got, like, what appears to be cooking meat. And then out of nowhere, it's like, what is fucking old-ass vomit? Ugh. I don't want to think about that. And then, like, at the end, you exit with this, these analyses of 1993 weather patterns in Western Canada. It's sort of like the weirdest amalgamation. It's like, maybe now, if this is part of that weird underground set of videos, it's something related to Canada, which the more and more I realize scares the ever-living fuck out of me, because remember the 1999 creepypasta? That was also in Canada, very close to me, actually, like literally the next fucking city from me. And now we're here, back in Canada yet again. But again, I don't really know the answer to this, except, I mean, why am I unhappy? Why is anybody unhappy? I don't know. It's asking a question. And if anybody has the answer to said question, let me know in the comments section below. But for now, I think I'm going to back out of this set of video, and I think I'm going to go to something else, because frankly, it's as much analysis you're really going to give it. Interesting set of videos, shot very well. Whoever did this really, really is good at making an interesting project, I guess I could say. Or maybe it wasn't even related to that in the first place, and I'm just fucking going schizo, I don't know. But let's go to something else. Alright, let's back out of here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have our deep web video of the week, and frankly, I am deathly afraid of whatever we're about to see, because not only is it recorded in ever-glorious iPhone resolution, you know, the ever-lovely fucking aspect ratio it's got, but we got this handsome-looking gold fella right here, and I don't know what the fuck to expect, ladies and gentlemen. We got about a minute and 12 seconds of this, and I really hope nothing fucked up or weird happens, because frankly, it's late at night, and just looking at that kind of spooks me already. Send some bad vibes, but let's hit play and see what it's all about. Here we got a handsome young lad. I think he's fucking shirtless, to be honest. Alright. What is he looking at us for? Like, that's so weird. Well, he's clearly not saying anything. Dude, if I see your if this is like some elaborate chat roulette dick thing, I'm not excited. What the fuck has he got? He's got like a note down there. What? The fuck? Naughty. Jester. Telling secrets. What the fuck? It's like smiley faces and shit? Wait, telling secrets again. Wait, whoa, what the fuck? There's like something written over here. Hold on, let me stop. Okay, that's very weird. I don't know what the fuck to say about that. Okay, clearly nothing evil or depressing or dark happened in it, but we got a note here, and I can't really get the note clearly. Unfortunately, let me try fucking figuring this out. Okay, hold on. Well, the fact is he's pointing a flashlight at it. I'm trying to read the bottom. So, let's read the note first. Basically, the note says, naughty jester telling secrets again, and it's got a bunch of these weird smiley faces. I think, like, that one in the middle, though, that's weird. It's got, like, a fucking, like, little cross thing on its head. Ugh. But if you go around over here, he's got like Selims or something like that, and he's got like 40 bracketed with something, but he's also got 2002 to like 2012. Wait, hold on. 40 more to come. Huh. Ent Selim. It's like Ent Selim. Is that? Could it be in a different language there? Huh. Hold on. Yeah, so basically it's 97, 2002, 2012, 40. So Ent Selims is what we got. We got like a bunch of these smiley faces and shit. But this person's like clearly just sitting in the dark with that mask on, trying to like, I guess maybe scare. Yeah, 1997 is what it is. All right, that's what for some reason like it's too blurry to pick up over here. There's like some words like down in this section that I'm trying to figure out, but I can't get to just because of the capture of it. I think what's written over there is of, so like O and F. Ent Selims, 1997. I think these are years that are correlating to something. 2002, 2012. And you have 40 more to come. I don't know how to feel about this, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we're supposed to get a message from this individual over here, but that's really all we get. The dude is sitting shirtless with this creepy fucking mask on, with this note that he's written. And it's like, what is the ultimate goal of all this? No, nothing ever gets said. Dude points a flashlight, shows us the note, and that's it. It just ends. Like, here's the thing, man. This is an edgy project, but it's like at the same time, it's always the same thing I ask. It's like, why? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you sit there and you're like, why the fuck? You know what I mean? Would you like fucking do this sometimes? It's like, it's just so it's so fucking weird. It really is. It's like, who the hell? Even if this is fake, being filmed, it's like, why? What the hell? But if it's not fake, it's like, clearly it's like, we're getting a message. But the thing is, I don't know if the message is super old, ladies and gentlemen, because like, we get what seems to be years, and it ends at 2012. 2012 is when I started my whole YouTube channel, but then the dude says 40 more to come. What are 40 more to come? What, like 40, like in 40 years? 40 times in 2012? Like, what the hell are we supposed to expect? And who is a jester that is telling dirty, dirty secrets? I think there's not much more for me to analyze over here other than other than just being confused, really. But clearly what we're stepping into here is an ARG. We're stepping into somebody trying to send a message. I don't know whether it's bad or whether it's good. Frankly, I think we're just being jerked off, but I welcome it because it's some fun stuff to get into. But let's back out of here and go somewhere else. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have about a 24-second piece over here. Not very, very well below our average for a deep web video, ladies and gentlemen. You know, usually 30 seconds would be like, you know, it's pretty fucking short. We're at 24 seconds right here, and we started off with "We've created a place." Now, before I begin, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen this fucking font so many fucking times. I almost feel like I've seen this video before, too. It's really bringing some form of nostalgia to me, but I don't recall this video at all, and frankly, that whole intention of it, like me not knowing it, is why I'm actually going to delve into it and see just where this kind of rabbit hole really, really boils down to. So for a video that's 24 seconds long, I think it's only fair that we hit play and we frankly see what it's all about, and then analyze it afterwards, like we've always done for the series. So let's hit play. Now it says, "We've created a place," and it's got an interesting set of sounds. Now we're basically walking around you willingly came. You came home. Well, home where? You brought friends. And everything's distorting. You tried to leave. I didn't try anything, friend. We just wanted to start anew. A new era. We are here now. You are... Oh, fuck me, dude. We've seen... No, we haven't seen this video before. But we've seen this. We've seen this before. You are awake. We've seen this literally, like, I think last episode or, like, 2 episodes before, ladies and gentlemen. This is, like, the same symbol that we've seen before. And it was back then when I think it was, like, a red, like, overlay with, like, the hexadecimal scrolling from left to right. So here we go. I think that was, you know what? Back then I said it was an ARC. I'm totally right that it is some form of an alternate reality game. But looking around into it, there's not much to really analyze, but except really look at the situations that were really given here. So over here, we're basically looking around what seems to be, like, one of those dingy little apartments, like a whole, like, burned out apartment or some kind of shit like that. It almost feels like we've seen some kind of a bunker. Now, if you, like, scroll around... You'll notice that, like, the words distort, and I almost feel like they're making another word up, but I feel like it's just a simple distort. So let's go down over here. You got what seems to be, you know, like fucking salt shakers or some shit, and it's like, that could be blood. Like, honestly, it kind of seems like that's fucking some form of, like, blood or some weird, like, liquid spilled across. You can't really tell. You can only really think of grim details because of just, like, how distorted the footage is. It's all, like, you know, it's, like, completely desaturated, inverted, colors are all off. There's, like, nothing to make out of it. As we progress through, you brought friends. I don't know what friends we brought, but this whole thing reminds me of, like, those same hallways that you see in, like, what is it, storage lockers, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to, like, if you got, like, a storage facility, it almost feels like you're walking through a storage facility in a way. They got, like, little rooms to the side and whatnot. You tried to leave, but it's like, where did we try to leave? We just wanted to start anew. Interesting. Oh my god. A new life, a new era, it said. So, don't press is what it says, and then it writes, I just pressed. Oops. It's what somebody wrote. There's, like, a lot of graffiti on the wall. Don't press what? I don't exactly know. So it's just graffiti on the wall. So basically where this is taken is like a really derelict fucking building. And if we go through it, it just ends at you are awake. Ladies and gentlemen, there's not much more to this whole story other than what we're really presented over here. Now look, I could kind of sit here and give you guys the grim hole the grim hole look that, oh, somebody might have died and something crazy must have happened. There's some story behind it. I think what we're really presented here is an interesting, like, alternate reality game. And that's really what the whole situation comes down to. I don't think there's anything much more serious than that really given towards it. Now, I would like to know more about what the situation is presenting, but we've seen this logo before, Are You Awake? Am I awake? I feel like I am awake. I mean, they've got the words Kanzstka, which cac and zist, you know, things like that. Maybe it's all maybe it's like puzzled out. I don't know, something like that. But there are answers behind this. There is something to answer for all of it. I feel like there are answers. There is a question being asked, and it is a valid question. But you know, I don't think it's like I don't think, you know, it's like some weird murder mystery or something. I feel like it's some enlightenment kind of an exercise, really. I mean, all it is really trying to enlighten the person watching it. Now, I'm going to ask you what you think about this whole video. I'm going to ask if you can really figure out the answer, because I've really done all the analysis I can. I've looked at it from the most critical perspective. But I think at the end of it, like always, I'm just going to leave you all to really, you know, discuss amongst yourselves what you think about this video in particular. That being said, I think we're going to back out because, hell, we've seen all 24 seconds and we've analyzed as much as we can, so frankly, we should be good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is our deep web video for the week, ladies and gents. Now, over here, we've got about a lovely, if I can just tell the time, 28-second video. Again, well below our average of about 1 minute in length. Now, I usually don't like showing the sort of smaller ones. I feel like they're just trying so hard to be edgy. But in the last couple episodes, we've come across some ARGs and shit, so honestly, when it comes to ARGs, I'll show anything. Like, nowadays, I'll really just show any video that I can find, right? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta show it, right? I mean, you can't just, like, get rid of it just because it's well below the average. Even though, 28-second video, there's really not much to analyze in most of these things, but sometimes we might get, lovingly shocked. But here we have an interesting little face over here. I don't know if that's, like, an alien or some weird shit like that, but it's obviously, it's, like, pixelated to ever-loving fuck. But, it's just the nature of some of these videos. You're not going to expect to download, like, a 100-megabyte file. There's no way you're going to host that. These things are, like, maybe a couple megabytes at the most. But let's go hit play on this and see just what this contains and see what we can get out of this. It's a little loud. Okay. Interesting face. It says, run. So we're running through a forest. We got a little face. We're getting something said to us. Got some light shaft edits to it. We're going around this fucking room, going up the stairs. Are you coming? I don't know if I'm coming, but you know what I do know? Is I saw that font literally last fucking week. So you know what? I think we have found another I think I'm coming across the same kind of shit. I have seen the VHS font numerous times. Now, of course, the VHS font is pretty common. I use it for the haunted gamings anyways, but it's like, come the fuck on, dude. So here we go. We've got like, so let's do the quick analyzing on this. All right, basically as much as we really can. So there's something obviously being said over here. If I can just bring up my cord there, I'll be able to. So I can't understand whatever they're saying. The audio is way too distorted. It's too deep for me to figure out. I feel like if I throw it into like Audition or something, I might be able to figure it out that way. But one thing that I'm going through over here. So first of all, we got this face over here. We got this lovely little face just going back and forth. Obviously, it's something in a mask, most likely than that. I don't know if it's supposed to be an alien or some shit. Now, you've got the words run up over here. Now, one thing you're going to have to notice is that this is actually, like, edited in for it to look kind of like old VHS-y, I guess you could say. It's got a little bit of, like, a drop shadow to it as well. So, after, like, the R, you got the little, like, dark red, like, run. This is, like, the drop shadow. Now, of course, running through a forest over here. And then, if you, like, go back real quick, if I can just pause it, which... If I can just go over here, you'll notice that now when I like pause it in these frames for like 2 frames specifically, like 3 frames, you get this decimal. You get these decimal digits. Now if you probably converted it to something, you would get a word out of it. I know it's a little hard to tell, but it's 01001010100. Like you can tell it obviously, but because of the whole pixelization and compression of the video, it's kind of a little hard to tell. But that's a binary like string of numbers over there. And of course running through a forest. Now of course as we go through over here, we're running past, and for a few frames you're getting like legit what appears to be like an arm or something, and like maybe even a leg. I don't know if no, actually no, that's not even an arm or leg. That's actually a staircase. So it's like, you can see the beginning of the staircase, you can see like the arm of the like the railing and stuff. Yeah, sorry, that was a bad call by me. So as you're running and stuff, you make a little left, and then basically you tap that with your hand. Of course, it's so low resolution that you can't tell. It's like look at this. It's like literally blended. It's like one giant smear of like green. But running through the forest even as further as we can, and then we cut to this dude's face, which is like, okay, I mean, that's interesting. But we get stuff set to us in distortion, which we can't understand. So the more you run through the actual forest over here, you cut back to this like facility. And then if you look at the edits over here, you can kind of see how it's like actually purposely edited for it to be like a little more, for it to have like light trails and things like that. That's all added in through a program, of course. So this person's running up, but then it cuts back over here. They run up again, but they don't run up, and they look out over here. Now, I don't know whether you're supposed to see anything over here, but I don't see shit at all, and I'm going through frame by frame. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see anything frame by frame here, except maybe like that, but I don't think that's anything. I think that's just like etchings on the window itself. But this person looks outside for a bit, and then they say, "Are you coming?" And then you go through further and further and further, and this thing will be completely over. So I don't know. Am I coming? I don't think I'm going anywhere. But the thing is, it's like clearly, what gets to me is that font. We've seen that font before. We've seen that font before with the video last week, and I think it's been a recurring sort of font that's been showing up. And you might be wondering, why the fuck am I so triggered about a font? It's because it's like, you could pick any fucking font you want, but some people pick that kind of font, and they write it deliberately in that kind of style too. So, are we coming? I have no idea. I feel like we've been getting questions, but no solid answers out of this, so I'd like to get an answer. I'd like to figure out whatever the hell this thing would be, and it's hard to tell what it is too, just because it's so like, it's just so like out there in the dark, you know what I mean? Like you can't really tell what it is. But for a 28-second video, I think that's as much analysis I can really give. We got an answer. I mean not an answer. We got questions. Are we coming? Like, what is this place? Why run through a forest? I feel like there is no definitive answer to this. I feel like, we're just being like jerked off or something. But it could have a satisfying conclusion, and then maybe we might come across that conclusion. But for now, I feel like the problem is we kind of see a lot of these things maybe out of order, or simply they're just too complex for us to even, bother grasping, I guess I could say. But that was our deep web video of the week. I figured if you have any sort of thoughts on what that is, let me know in the comments section below. Maybe figure out what's going on with that decimal stuff going on. But we're gonna back out and get out of the video over here. I think it's a fair video. Could have been a little better. We've seen some spookier stuff. But let's get out of this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a deep web video for the week, about 52 seconds long, pretty much up there with our average for deep web videos. Again, these aren't going to be terribly long videos unless, they were compressed ever-loving shit. But we got a 52-second video over here, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much for me to really say other than let's get right into it. And frankly, after watching it, analyze the ever-loving hell out of it. But right now I'm seeing what looks to be just a jumble of, just a fucking mess, really. So let's just hit play and see what it's all about. Ooh, love it. It looks all Illuminati-esque. Entry, 00. Okay. Somebody's face. Who are the liars? Oh my god, I feel like I've seen this shit. Jesus Christ. It's the ARC stuff, man. I swear it's that text that always gets used. Are you one of them? If somebody's clearly saying something, well, I don't know, no. Are you both of them? There was like a logo there too. Remember to look behind you. Okay, Jesus, chill out there. That really hurts my ears. Thank you very much. That was the closest to a screamer might have gotten it. 112-126-547. Oh, okay, I was reading that. It's just a bunch of numbers. Like, what do the numbers mean, Mason? But, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very interesting video. I swear I think we've seen it before just because of the VCR font. I swear I'm getting sick and tired of seeing that same fucking VCR font everywhere I go to. I think usually the best is probably like the deep web vlogs, really, where the guy never talks. He just like roams around like a fuck, and that's really it. But here we've got entry 001. That's 0.129519. I don't know why you have the decimals over there. That's really interesting. We've got this nice looking face, I guess, which I haven't really seen before, but it animates itself throughout the rest of the video. And one thing I will say is it's got this ZX Spectrum level of like visual fidelity to it, which I haven't seen in a while, but usually to cut that stuff together, it takes a little bit of animation prowess, I must say. Now, the thing is, when you go over here, you got this dude's face, who I've never seen before, but clearly, they're the director of this entire thing, getting a little bit of that Leon S. Kennedy feel going there. Who are the liars? Well, I don't fucking know. I feel like I don't watch these things in sequence enough to even get half of the fucking referencing or whatnot. But then they got this person sitting on the bed. All right, but again, I gotta say, I love the ZX Spectrum style of like, visual like fuckery that they're doing. But are you one of them? No. And then they got this logo over here, which I swear I think is from like the Slender Man stuff. So it's like, I think this is like all from the Slender Man stuff. So if this is like a Slender Man thing the entire time, I'm gonna be like, okay then, all right. Because I swear I've seen this on, like, I don't know where else. I've seen this on, like, the Slender Man. That's where I think I've definitely seen this shit. Just because the whole Slender Man stuff was, I think it was on, like, Something Awful originally, but I think this was attached to it. I'm damn sure of that. Are you both of them? Both of what? You got this person sort of up there, and then as you progress through, remember to look behind you. Certainly look behind me. Don't worry. Thank you very much. Then you got this person walking into the place. By the way, I gotta say, with the combination of the visual fuckery and this stuff, it's actually very well shot, and I have to say that over and over again. And you have this, where it, like, completely destroys your ears. Alright, if I apologize for that wholeheartedly. And that was the closest to a screamer you've ever received. So as the time goes on, it distorts, and then it turns into that. And that's frankly it. And then it gives you these numbers, 112, 126, 5476, 199, and you got 112, 126, 545, 1400, 953, and then 112, 126, 545, 140, 953, and I think it was the last number, 15582.361.815.64095, and then it ends, and that's it. We just get a bunch of numbers. Typically, you know, they got a decimal in between them. I don't know the answer to that. It's just like, is this longitude, latitude? You know what I mean? That's the first thing I think of with it. Is this like some really in-depth, but then it couldn't be longitude and latitude, right? It's like, I don't understand. Like, what am I supposed to be figuring out, right? Like, what is the actual answer here? And the thing is, it doesn't seem like what I'm getting here is an actual answer. Like, it just feels like I'm getting sort of jerked off with this whole thing. And that's really it. Hold on. It feels like I'm just getting really like jerked off with this sort of thing though too, but it's like I don't think it's related to the weird stuff we saw before. I think the VCR font is just like really common shit for everyone to use. I mean, I use it for my videos too, but it's just like coming across as I don't really know what to really say about it other than it is interesting, but at the same time, I feel like because I'm not really seeing it from start to end, how I think this person envisioned it, it's not really hitting me. But the thing is, who are the liars? Are we both of them? Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Well done video, I must say. Definitely got some nice visual fuckery to it. I will give them that. But I think it's time we break it off and hit something else.